Welcome back to Sunrise as we continue this Hope Day Wednesday. Well, Forex specialist, writer, financial software, algorithms and philanthropist Refilwe Wayne Nkele started his entrepreneurial journey at the youngest age of 17. Nkele founded his own tutoring company, Superbrain, and is currently the founder of the African Forex Institute, an institution that educates people on how to trade the currency and stock markets. He's joining us this morning for a conversation. Of course, he made his first million at the age of 21. He's off to meet one of the most influential young people of this generation, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, yes.
So you and Mark Zuckerberg are like this.
At least we can say that, because now when we talk about this kind of people, we're talking about people who understand themselves.
People who understand themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are in that league of people who understand themselves. So now, who is Refilwe? How, when I did the computer, where did you guys meet?
Well, Ref Wayne or Refilwe.
Ref Wayne.
Yeah,
I'm going to call you Ref
That
Wayne.
is how I'm known now.
Yeah, okay.
I've been in the technology industry for quite some years. Actually, I heard some of the things. I didn't make my first million at the age of 20. I made my first billion.
Billion?
At the age of 21.
Billion at the age
why,
of 21.
Yeah, that is why I want to talk about what
Okay,
I'm
I take
doing
that
right
back.
now. Yeah.
He made his first billion at the age of 21.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is why I want to talk about what I'm doing for the community at large, because it is no more about myself now. It is what I'm doing for the people around me. And yeah.
But okay, so let's talk about this journey. What really attracted you to say, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to get into software development. I mean, this algorithms, you said it's a method of coding.
Yeah, when we talk about algorithms, we talk about coding. We talk about the behindings of the computer. When people like you use a computer, you just look at what you call the end user. Now, that is what I'm talking about. We are talking about making more software, developing things, making them easier and faster for everyone, using algorithm.
The love and the understanding of technology, you know, I was asking you off air, you know, the first time you touched a computer, how old were you? And you said at about 6.
Yeah, 6, 7, that was one of my first times. I started to understand technology and what it really means. That is why through that, I'm now doing this for my community, giving away things, empowering the community at large, and I'm the founder of the first digital currency now, Pipcoin.
Yeah, Pipcoin?
Yeah, Pipcoin.
Okay, so now, before we get to this Pipcoin, which you're saying it's a conversation that you're going to have with Mark Zuckerberg. A lot of young people, okay, they have time on their hands because they're either in school and all of that, you know, and they're still trying to figure out the things that they want to do. And you're 21, and you've been at this for years, and you've made billions, you know, billions already as we're talking. I want you to sort of like share what motivated you to pursue this, to understand, you know, not just technology, but trading and issues of like, you know, Forex. Because for a lot of black kids, you know, in some township or some village, this sounds like a foreign concept to me. How did you come across this, and how did you get into it?
I think it's really important that you ask that question, because now we need to understand one thing. The dynamics of your background will also tell a lot about where you're going to. And that is what I want to change now. Where I'm from, I've overcame a lot of obstacles and challenges. By the way, I'm from Soweto. Soweto, Middlelands. And from Middlelands now, that is why I'm always going back to my community and giving back through teaching people. By the way, I teach people for free around the community. There's no time when I charge anyone anything.
Okay, I hear about this great work that you do. I want to know how you got into starting to do Forex and understand technology. Because someone is sitting there and saying, okay, I hear this guy made this money, but how did he do it? Because that's the part that I'm interested in. As a young person, as a young South African, how? I want to know the how. How did you do it?
Well, I met with my mentor, David Schwartz, who taught me everything about the financial markets. And at the age of 16, I've been trading for 5 years now. I've got 5 years experience in Forex trading. And when he taught me these dynamics behind Forex trading, I then understood the markets, how they work. And that is what a lot of people do not know. That is why 95% of people are losing money, because they lack the intelligence of what really moves the market. What are the market makers? What is inhaling and exhaling in the markets? And that is why I teach people for free in my classes. Hence, I'm the founder of that Pipcoin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, what are these skills that you're teaching these young people? What do I need to know when I come to class?
You see, there's a difference about me and other traders. I did not show up in the game as a trainer, someone who's teaching. I showed up in the game as someone who's trading. It is the people who asked me to teach them. That is why I said, okay, you know what, guys, I'm not going to take any cent from you. I'm going to take you through a 3-day course. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. Now, what do you talk about? We talk about exactly what is the market. I explain to them the dynamics behind the market, what moves the market, what shifts the markets, who are the retail traders, who are the market makers. And I show them the skills on how to discern the false moves and the correct moves.
So you said this all happened in 3 days?
I teach people in 3 days.
In 3 days?
Yeah, that's why they call me a genius.
They call you a genius?
Yes.
Okay, repeat it.
Yeah.
Ref Wayne. This is interesting. So from that genius pool, we need to multiply this geniusness that's in you, so we can have more geniuses.
Yeah.
So
for
is that?
sure.
Do you think you're on the track to?
That is why I'm duplicating myself.
You're duplicating.
I'm duplicating myself. I'm making more Ref Waynes out there. Entrepreneurs, people who think out of the box, who say, now with my certification, what can I do? Let me now be educated, which I believe is the difference.
Okay, now one of the other things, young people want money, and this is, I'm sure they're watching, they say this is exciting. They want money, they want wealth, and they want it now.
Oh my
But
goodness.
managing it is problematic. So you're 21. I can imagine in the generation of blessers. I mean, you're probably blesser level 50.
Yeah.
How are you managing your wealth?
Well, fortunately, I'm a blesser to the people. I bless the nation. I give back my knowledge, I give back my skills for free at them. They must just show up. Because a lot of people, they hear about the seminars, they hear about these things, but they don't show up.
But there's so many of them, though, you know, Refilwe. How do we discern that which one is correct and this one is actually going to take you to where you want to go? Because a lot of people want to like create wealth, but there's too many training this, and everyone is talking about that. How do you discern that this is correct?
Not only is my one free, meaning that you will not eat any given day. It's not like I'm at the seminar, I come in the seminar. Oh, by the way, it used to be 15,000 rand, now it's 5,000 rand. It's free. There's no time when I'm asking you for your money. Not only that, I've got nothing to benefit from you. I'm also giving you free food. When you come, you get free lunch, you get whatever. But look at myself, and then you start to see that this guy is really a man of God. This guy has been doing it since the age of 16 years old. I left school entirely now to
focus on this.
Focus on this and master it purely.
Okay.
And become, yeah.
All right. So, did you need like capital to start trading? How did you actually get into it? How did you?
You definitely need capital. Definitely need capital.
How much did you need to have?
Well,
at the age of 16, how much
I started
did you
with $100 or 50. That is amount how much now? 1,000 rand.
You had 1,000 rand.
Yes, I started with 1,000. People don't understand that when I tell them that. I started at, when you talk about for people who know how to trade, 0.0. That is the lowest lot size that you can ever think about.
Okay.
And then that means a volume. And from that is what made me a master.
So in 4 years, you've become a...
5 years.
5 years.
With the things that I've been developing.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that I've been developing software on the side as well.
So you're going to meet Mark Zuckerberg and you guys are going to talk about this Pipcoin thing.
Yes. So now remember, Pipcoin is the first digital currency in Africa. When you talk about the digital currency, we're talking about something very, very bizarre because now this is an online movement. Everything is changing to digital. We were in the industrial age, information age. Now we are changing to digital. Everyone must kick in. We are going to start paying our tickets with Pipcoin. We are starting to giving out notes in Pipcoin. Now everything is going to go into Pipcoin.
So we're getting into a cashless society.
Cashless society.
Cashless society. Okay.
That's where we are moving
I rest
into.
my case. This conversation is too. Yeah, I didn't want that. Refilwe, thanks for the conversation, of course, for joining us this morning. We've been speaking to founder of African Forex Institute, Refilwe Wayne Nkele, and of course talking to us there about his success and the things that he's doing. You can follow him on Twitter and those other platforms. It's Ref Wayne. That is his handle. Stay with us. We're coming back and we're continuing. Ka-ching.